They thought this would be the end of Daniel, but heaven had other plans. In the lavish courts of ancient Babylon lived a man named Daniel. He wasn't just any man, he was a governor, known throughout the land for his wisdom, his integrity, and his unwavering devotion to his God. While King Darius favored him, others burned with jealousy. These rival officials saw Daniel's piety not as a virtue, but as a weakness to be exploited. They watched him, day after day, as he knelt by his open window, facing Jerusalem, praying to God without fail. So they devised a wicked plan. They went to King Darius, flattering him with sweet words and convinced him to sign an unbreakable decree. For 30 days, anyone who prayed to any god or human other than the king himself would be thrown into the den of lions. They knew Daniel would not, could not, abandon his faith. The king, caught in his own pride, signed the law, not realizing it was a trap for the man he respected most. Just as the plotters predicted, Daniel went home, opened his window, and prayed, just as he always had. He didn't hide. He didn't waver. His faith was not a secret to be practiced in the shadows. Immediately, his enemies rushed to the king, accusing Daniel of breaking the royal command. The king was heartbroken. He saw the trap for what it was, but the law of the Medes and Persians could not be repealed. With a heavy heart, he gave the order. Daniel was led to a dark, deep pit carved from stone. The hungry roars of lions echoed from the darkness below. As they lowered him into the den, the king's last words to him were a desperate hope: "May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you." A great stone was rolled over the mouth of the den, sealing Daniel inside with the ferocious beasts. The night was long and silent. The king couldn't eat or sleep, tormented by what he had done. But inside the den, a miracle was unfolding. As the lions approached Daniel, their roars softened to purrs. A divine presence filled the space, an angel of the Lord sent to shut the lions' mouths. They became as gentle as lambs, lying down peacefully at Daniel's feet. He spent the night not in terror, but in perfect peace, protected by the God he refused to deny. At the first light of dawn, the frantic king rushed to the den. His voice trembled as he called out, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to rescue you from the lions?" From the darkness, a calm, strong voice replied, "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me, because I was found innocent in his sight." Overjoyed, the king commanded that Daniel be lifted out. There wasn't a single scratch on him. His faith had been his shield. The king then issued a new decree, one that honored Daniel's God throughout the entire kingdom. And as for the men who had plotted against Daniel, they faced the same fate they had designed for him, learning a terrible lesson about the power of the God they had underestimated. Daniel's story is a powerful reminder that true faith isn't just about believing in God when life is easy. It's a faith that can silence the fiercest of enemies and turn a death sentence into a testimony of deliverance. Thanks for watching. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more.